Have you ever been rejected in your life? Have you ever got in contact with rejection in your life? Have you ever experienced the time that you feel that you don't want to live in this world? Have you ever been rejected by someone that you trusted, that you loved, that you invested all your life for him or her, but finally she rejected you or he rejected you? Have you ever rejected someone? Have you ever rejected him? Have you ever rejected her? In our walk of life and living in this diverse world of culture and tradition, we have a lot of series of forms of rejection. Rejection is a situation where you are denied access to something. You are refused, you are stopped, or you are not accepted into someone's life or someone's area or someone's heart. As Christians, we always face rejection in different forms. As we face rejection in our lives, we should understand how to deal with rejection. Many times, we face rejections from our parents. We face rejection from our friends. We face rejection from our bosses. We face rejection in our way how we are struggling in life. In my experience, one day I remember I applied for a job. I went for the interview. When I went for the interview, I answered the questions. But in return, what I saw, I couldn't believe my eyes. At the end, what I saw was a pen ruling on my application letter. And it was written very clearly that rejected. At that time, I felt that, am I valuable in this world? Do I even deserve to live? But I prayed, and at the end, I remember that even if I'm rejected in this world, God will never reject me. In this world of globalized society, where young people are struggling to get jobs, you can spend all your time on internet, searching for jobs, applying online. Remember, there are other applications that you apply for 1 month and you have not finished applying. Very many questions and very many gaps. At the end of it, you find that the response is coming that we regret to inform you that your application was not selected for further proceedings. Sometimes you feel that you lost hope because you have invested more in that. On the other hand, in relationship of today, you might have invested a lot in a relationship with a lady or a gent. You have invested your time in that relationship. You have invested money in that relationship. You have invested your whole life trying to build this relationship. so that in future you could be together. But what could happen at the end? You can be rejected. There's one lady who shared with me about how she felt after being rejected. She invested a lot in a relationship. She had money, she had everything. But what she was missing was a man in her life. And when she got this guy, she was very impressed. She felt like this should be the person I was praying for. But at the end, this guy failed to turn up during the introduction ceremony. One of the guys also shared with me that he felt like all the ladies, all the women are not trustworthy. This man invested a lot in the relationship. He went as far as giving this lady whatever she needs. But at the end, the lady rejected the proposal of this guy. Then I told them, I said, my brothers and sisters, even if you are rejected by men, even if you are rejected by your parents, even if you are rejected by your friends, even if you are rejected by your own people, your community you are living in, remember that God has never rejected you. God will never reject you, because Jesus Christ was also rejected. But since he was rejected, that made to the glorification of the Son with God. Let's see from the book of Acts, chapter 4. In book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 1 through to 22, we see Peter and John were sent before the Sanhedrin council. It says, when Peter and John were speaking to the people, the priests and the captain of the temple and the Sadducees came to them, much annoyed, because they were teaching the people and proclaiming that in Jesus there is resurrection of the dead. So they were arrested them and put them in custody until the next day, for it was already evening. But many of those who heard the word believed, and they numbered 5,000. Peter and John, remember, Peter and John were there among the disciples that Jesus loved. So when Jesus died, Peter and John started to proclaim the gospel. They started to preach that Jesus Christ, that you crucified, that you killed, that you rejected, you the builders, you rejected, it has become the cornerstone of our salvation. This came when the crippled beggar at the temple, in Acts chapter 3, the crippled beggar at the temple was healed by Peter and John. Remember, that crippled beggar was rejected. People rejected him. But when Peter and John they came, they healed that cripple. And people saw that it is only not by medicine, but it was only through the name of Jesus Christ. So they were brought before the council, they were brought before the Sanhedrin council. Remember, the Sanhedrin council was the council of elect people, the council of priests. So they were asking them, why are you teaching that Jesus Christ is the one who healed that guy, that crippled man? They were rejected. They were put into custody, in prison. In the same way, as Christians who are working with God, you can be rejected in the same way. Which prison are you in now? Which prison are you in right now? Are you in prison? Are you in prison of relationship rejection? Are you in prison of family rejection? Are you in prison of friends rejection? Are you in prison of love rejection? Are you in prison of job rejection? Remember, you will come out and know that rejection comes with pain. After you know that rejection comes with pain, it will help you to know how to handle it. How can you handle it? You can handle it by being bold to tell the truth. Peter and John, when they were asked in whose name, they were very bold and they said, it is in the name of Jesus Christ that you crucified is the one that brought life into the sick man. So being rejected should not make you to feel that you are hopeless. You don't have no life. The only thing is to wake up and say, I am strong. In the name of Jesus Christ, I am strong again, because Jesus Christ is the cornerstone of my salvation. Jesus Christ was rejected, but even if he was rejected, he died and he rose again, and he gave us a new hope that even if we are rejected in our lives, in all situations that you are in, it doesn't matter the situation you are in. Once you know that even if I'm rejected, Jesus Christ will not reject me, then you will have a new life, a new beginning. Peter and John were bold to proclaim the gospel. In that way, they reach the glory of God. Furthermore, we can deal with rejection by being holy for God, by doing good things in the sight of God. Verse 19 to 22 of Acts chapter 4. Peter and John told the chiefs, the priests, that I'd rather be right in the eyes of God by saying that Christ raised from the dead, the Christ that you rejected, is the one that healed that sick man, rather than lying. We should not lie before God. By being right, continuing to do the good thing in the sight of God rather than the sight of men will keep you and will help you to know how to deal with rejection. Do good in the eyes of God than men. Don't try to please men. Seek approval from God. Don't try to please men, because the hearts of men are wicked. Peter and John continued to proclaim the gospel. They went forth and continued to preach that Jesus Christ, whom you crucified, is the one that brought a new life. Are you lying to God now? Are you deceiving the Holy Spirit? Are you trying to hide bad things in your heart? Like if we continue, we see that there's one example in the Bible, Ananias and Sapphira. They lied to the Holy Spirit. So the Ananias and the Sapphira, when they were bringing their offering to God, they are bringing their offering in the table. They lied. They hid the other possession of the land that they sold. And Peter told them, why do you lie to the Holy Spirit? Why do you lie in the sight of God? Then he fell down and died. The same way the wife came, Peter told her the same thing. Why do you combine yourself to lie, to deceive the Holy Spirit? The same way he fell down and died. That means that we should do right in the face of God. Never lie to God. Never try to even say any small lie before God. Because when you try to do it, you will die. Both spiritually, physically. Therefore, as brothers and sisters who are walking with God, who are trying to walk in the faith of salvation. I encourage you to be bold, to know that even if you are rejected, God will never reject you. He will accept you because of Jesus Christ who died on the cross. If Jesus Christ did not die on the cross, we shall have no salvation. Therefore, let us continue to move in faith and face rejection with meekness, and face rejection with courage, and face rejection with humility, and face rejection by doing the good things in the sight of God. I continue to pray for you that God help you to face rejection with courage. May the Almighty God bless you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.